What's up, podcast lands? Long time no talk. Until right now. And right before we get into this monstrous episode, known as episode number 123, just want to tell you the people that brought us here. And the first group of people is called Silence and Solitude. Based out of Southern New Jersey, Silence and Solitude is a metalcore quintet that consists of Shane Roxas, Colby Hempel, Cody Mitchell, Alexander Coates, and Justin Pomper. The band formed in early 2015 and made their debut in September of the following year, 2016, having spent the previous year writing and recording. Well, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. In December of 2016, Resurgence came out, their debut album, and it started. It debuted. It became number 20 on the iTunes Metal charts. Since then, they have released music videos for their singles Suffering, Deceiver, and for the cover of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Not bad. All right, not bad. And New Transcendence has to say that Resurgence is a must-listen for 2016, without a doubt, especially for fans of metal and its subgenres. If you're looking for something that is emotionally powerful, but not too whiny, aggressive, but not hate-filled, and will stand the test of time, this is the album you've been searching for. For more information, visit www.silenceandsolitude.com. Episode 123 is also brought to you by 627. Imagine the Foo Fighters and Muse stuffed in an underground studio during the nuclear holocaust, with nothing but Weezer and Radiohead albums to session. Well, you don't have to imagine anymore. All you have to do is listen to 627. Delivering the attitude of an underdog and the punch of a champion. 627's chunky guitar riffs, charismatic vocals, and emotional solos are the most beautiful ass-whooping your ears will have ever taken. For more information, hit up dub7records.com. That's D-U-B, the number 7, records.com. And like them on Facebook, facebook.com/SIXTWOSEVEN, and then the number 627. So 627. And that's about it. Apparently, our other sponsor, the Golden Hearts Festival, is, I think, changing its date, I believe. I don't know. Once we have more information, we'll let you know, but I believe we're still sponsoring that. So when the new date is announced, we'll let you know. Other than that, episode 123 features no one. There's no guests whatsoever. It's just myself and Dan talking about a lot of weird things. You know, a lot of different music, I guess, conversations, a lot of music topics that we talked about, but the main one was about OJ Simpson and his trial. I'm still kind of lost how that whole thing even began. You know, I have to listen back to it, but I believe the almost the entire conversation was about OJ. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. We talk about Five Finger Death Punch in their drama, and I can't remember anything else off the top of my... Oh, I talk about seeing Iron Maiden with Ghost last week, which was fucking phenomenal. So, anyways, here it is, episode number 123, The People versus BTB and OJ Simpson, and it starts right now. From out of the wasteland of generic podcasts and radio shows, one has emerged. It prides itself on having conversations with the most talented musicians from all over the world. If you like a boring question and answer interview, this isn't for you. If you want deep conversations about anything and everything, you've come to the right place. Your new favorite show starts now, and its name is Behind the Barricade. One, 2, 3, check. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's give this a shot and hope to God it works. What is going on, Daniel? It's been a while.
Absolutely nothing. Just playing with my balls.
Oh.
No, just joking. But seriously.
No, you're not.
Now you don't even know. Now you don't even know if it's true or not.
I don't need to know because I know it already. It's true.
This already went to hell in a handbasket. The first 2 seconds.
You're goddamn right. Well, you're the one who had to mention you were playing with your balls.
Hey, well, you want to know what? Let's start this off in a musical sense, I guess. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. What else is going to hell in a handbasket? Five Finger Death Punch.
Nice little segue, motherfucker.
And actually, I don't even think it's Five Finger Death Punch. I think it's just Ivan Moody.
Yeah, that whole situation is completely and utterly fucked. So for those of you who don't know, they just performed a show, I want to say in the Netherlands, last night. And during the show, apparently there's a whole bunch of technical difficulties and a whole bunch of issues. But during the show, Ivan Moody, the lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch, said, "This is my last show as singer of Five Finger Death Punch." And then he did like the neck motion. Like how the Undertaker does. He takes like the thumb and he just runs it across his neck, like
basically like you're dead.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what the hell that's called.
Yeah, me either. I don't know.
But he did that hand motion, so of course the internet just went, what's going on? So
are you
they just
quitting, or you're not quitting? What the fuck?
Yeah, so they just released I guess an official statement saying that, they were talking in like hyperboles and stuff. I think it's a hyperbole. Well, they're like, yeah, you can't be a race car driver if you don't get into one or two car wrecks, and last night was a car wreck. It's like they were beating around the bush, but not really all at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. It's like, are you going to quit or are you not going to quit? Like,
yeah, shit or get off the pot.
Now, what's weird is I was on metalsucks.net. They were saying, I think it was that website. They were saying that he would like, the whole band would go off stage for like 5 minutes or so and then come back, and someone else came back on stage to sing for them. Like, it was mad weird.
I did read that the entire band kept going off after each song, but I don't think anyone came out and sung. I know that they cut the set short, I think by 2 songs or something, but
yeah, I don't know if it was Metal Sucks, but it was another website. But I definitely saw that like an unknown like singer came out for like 2 songs or something.
Now, is it an Ivan Moody lookalike, or is it just a regular guy?
Can you imagine? Like it kind of looks like Ivan, but I don't know.
Dude, there's a whole conspiracy with Paul McCartney and the Beatles. Apparently, he died like years ago, and this is just an imposter.
Yeah, that's the same with Eminem, right?
Was Eminem a part of that?
Yeah, someone said something about him too. That it's like that's not really him. He was murdered, and it's like a doppelganger or something like that.
Doppelganger.
Ganger. Doppelgangbanger.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Well, for him, it might be.
Well, not only that, but Eminem seems like the perfect choice because, he came out with all these incredible songs. Like, he was just spitting fire after fire, like beating up on every single pop celebrity out there. And then next thing you know, he quote unquote got clean, and then he came out with the last couple albums, which completely and utterly sucked.
Have you noticed he kind of looks different too? Like he's got plastic surgery.
And now,
you don't notice that?
Well, I don't look at pictures of Eminem.
No, I don't know, but like just seeing him I think that it was during like one of those, like one of the articles about him being an imposter or whatever. But I don't know, when you just look at him, like he kind of looks fake now. I don't know if he's just like getting older, but I mean, he's still one of those people that looks mad young.
Yeah, he does. But then again, he looked he looked like a kid when he was doing the Real Slim Shady video.
How crazy would it be if it really is someone else?
I'd like to believe that one of these rumors are true. Like, one of these imposter rumors are true. And, oh yeah, another one is Avril Lavigne.
Nah, I don't think that.
No. I've read this article. Obviously, you can't take anything.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly. But this article goes on to show like dimples in her face, certain birthmarks are not there, certain like the style of her head was like, it's more of like a point now or something like that. It was like so yeah, it was so ridiculous, but it actually made sense.
Is she still dating the lead singer of Nickelback?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's such a weird thing. It was like that whole argument between him and Derek Weibly, like, yeah, I'm more rich than you, ha ha ha, type shit.
Yeah,
you see that whole thing.
Yeah, and the best part, all Chad has to do is say, "Yeah, I fucked your girl."
I know, right?
And that's the end of all arguments.
I mean, not for nothing. Like, I think Sum 41 has like the better music aspect going for them.
Yeah, but Nickelback is on a whole different level.
No, exactly. I mean,
Like
dude,
fame
he's like,
and fortune
well, of
and
course,
stuff,
he's
yeah.
like mad fucking like celebrity rich status.
And it's also great to see Canadians fight.
I mean, actually, to be honest, they both were essentially on the same level at one point.
At one point, yes. Maybe still in Canada, yes.
Yeah, probably.
Like
mean,
over
now-
here, over here in the States, not really, but
Well, definitely not, because Nickelback is like still played on crappy pop stations, where some 41 you would never catch them really on anything like that.
yeah, that's true. I don't know. But yes, Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, and actually, I wanted to say how we were talking before this that it was most likely his fault. I mean, dude, when you hear like, dude, I'm not gonna be honest. All of them they interview like very well. They all seem like they're all like mad nice.
Yeah.
But just from his reputation, and I don't know, just when you see the guitar player, like, all right, not what's that? Not the guy
Zoltan
with
or Jason?
not Zoltan, Jason.
Jason.
When you hear him talk, you're like, it's definitely not him causing the problems, because he seems like mad nice. I mean, you look at the drummer, you're like, eh. I mean, he seems down to earth. He doesn't seem crazy or anything. He does have the kind of the look that he could be a nuts outside.
Yeah.
Zoltan, I mean, he's very like reserved.
Doesn't Zoltan do the business side of things? Like he does
Yeah.
most of the merch designs and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He just seems very reserved, and like, I don't think I can't see it being him. And then Ivan, I mean, with the whole rehab thing and the lyrics, obviously, they kind of like it just all points to him.
Yeah, it does, and obviously, if the guy needs help, go get some help, man. You're only doing a lot of harm to not only yourself but to your family and to your bandmates and their family too.
I mean, it also could be in like the detox phase where he really wants alcohol and he's not really like, or was it drugs too?
I want to say it was pills, but I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, he could be in that stage where he's like fighting it, like
Yeah.
if you want to lose weight, you're not going to eat, and that like makes you all grumpy and
The
tired and
relapse
shit.
stage.
Yeah, exactly. So he could just be in that stage where he can't deal with like pressure and stress because he doesn't have his drug, and that's what he's just kind of like taking it out.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I mean, I wish him all the best. Obviously, they have a backup in Phil from All That Remains.
Yeah, he's not going to be permanent, so they're definitely going to have to find someone else. But
Yeah, it's definitely like a Linkin Park, Stone Temple Pilots situation with Phil.
yeah, I mean, dude, Ivan's like the perfect fit for that band.
He makes the band.
I feel like if he left, it'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to continue to write the lyrics? Like, are they going to get another singer? Because not a lot of metal bands, it's funny to say, don't write lyrics with a lot of curse words, and it's not very, like, angry.
Yeah.
So to have to find someone that's going to replicate the same anger and, like, harsh vocals, it's going to be difficult.
Okay, Dan, I nominate myself. I will take over the reins of lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch.
Hey, go for it.
Done.
Just got to get a freaking... Does he have a teardrop tattoo underneath his eye?
I'm not fucking getting that.
Now, doesn't that mean you killed someone? That's like
yes,
a rumor I've heard.
It is, but I think there's different types of teardrops. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I could be 100% wrong on this, but I think something like if you get the teardrop to the side of the eye, it might mean you killed someone, and like right underneath, it might be because you lost a family member, or
So
it could be vice
stupid.
versa. Yeah, it's a weird fucking world.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, if I did kill someone, which I most likely would never do ever, because I'm not that stupid, but like, why would you put it on your face?
Yeah.
It's like saying, oh yeah, that around the world and like the gangster territory that this means that I killed someone. Yeah, let me just freaking wave a flag up in the air that says that,
Yeah, that's basically OJ Simpson stapling "I did it" to my forehead.
Really? When did he do that?
I said it's like that, stupid.
Oh. I mean, did you watch that Netflix like movie thing?
No, Jay?
Actually, I think it was a TV show. It was like
The one where Cuba Gooding Jr. became OJ?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that was FX. That was fucking awesome.
Dude, I liked it a lot.
I loved that. Didn't I tell you to watch that?
I don't think so.
I think I was.
I don't know.
I'm
I
taking
could have sworn
credit.
I just found it randomly and just started watching it.
Yeah, and then you had John Travolta in there. You had David Schwimmer from Friends.
So you want to know what's the problem with watching something like that?
What?
The opinion of the director can really sway. Because, I mean, dude, like, when you're watching Making a Murderer, you're like, I hate cops, and this dude is totally
It's totally innocent. He didn't do shit. Kid just want to watch WrestleMania. God damn it.
Exactly. But if the cops filmed it, it would be 100% like, dude, this guy totally freaking killed those people. What a scumbag.
Yeah, it's like an episode of Cops.
I'm trying to think what you ever seen the you probably never, the show The Night Of?
The Night Of.
It's on HBO.
No, I don't think so.
Basically, I think he was Arab. So this Arab kid was going to go to a party. I could have sworn he borrowed it, but he takes his parents' cab, and he goes to the party. On the way, he picks up this chick, and he like basically falls in love with her, does drugs, and like has sex with her. And then when he wakes up, like basically it seemed like he got framed for killing her, but he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, gets thrown in jail. And just the funny thing is, it's like I'm seeing this because it's odd that there's a lot of shows now that are just, it's basically centered around like murders and cops and court cases. I don't know. I guess that
it's always been like that.
It's
man.
like the
Law and Order, CSI. You know, and there are various subdivisions of everything.
But except for Law and Order, like these shows that I've been watching recently, it's basically the theme during all of these is if the cop finds someone who killed someone, it's like you're 100% you're not innocent, you're guilty. Like, and then the cops will like skip looking into things just because they're so narrow-minded and they're just so narrowed into like this person killed this person. I need to find all the evidence that proves it.
Yeah, I mean, which it does put police in a bad light when shows like this come out saying that they only care about if they did it or not. They're not looking for any ulterior motives or anything else. Instead of just being like, okay, you know what? Innocent until proven guilty. I got to be objective about this. Like every real cop on the street.
I mean, not for nothing, dude. The whole like court system, even after watching all of this, especially the OJ thing, it gets me so angry. I'm like, this system is fucking broken because number one, it shouldn't be like, say if it's the state or the DEA versus OJ Simpson. Like the DEA shouldn't be, oh, he's definitely guilty. Let's like prove it. They should be proving for fucking both sides. Like, yeah, they're not defending the person. They're the whatever you call it in court terminology, but they still should be doing their job, which is both proving the person either innocent or guilty. Because, I mean, aren't they supposed to be not guilty? They're supposed to be innocent before proven guilty. And it just seems like it's, and another thing too is it's like a war. So basically, you saw on that it was like politics with the glove and. It just,
if the gloves don't fit, you must acquit.
I mean, dude, it just gets me so fucking angry that that's the way it is. That it's like this freaking, let's see how we can sway the jurors. Like, no, it should be, let's find all the fucking evidence that proves this person is either innocent or guilty. It just, dude, it just gets me so freaking angry when I watch that shit.
Dude, it's the equivalent of a rap battle. I mean, like the first, the one guy starts spitting rhymes, give you some insults, and then you have the chance to defend that and then spit right back at him. And it feels like the person that has the harder rhymes and the harder spits ends up winning. And it's like the same exact thing for court.
Yeah, I mean, and if you think about it, I don't know if there's an easy way to do it, but that last person that has the final word. I mean, it could be Johnny Cock. Yeah, well, no. Meaning, like, what is it? Defendant gets to go last.
Well, yeah.
So if you have someone that's like Johnny Cochran, I mean, dude, you're going to be like in a severe disadvantage because he's got the last word.
Yeah.
Because he's got a way with words. I don't know. Maybe it should be like that, but to me, I think it should be more like black and white. It should be like, here's the evidence for proof. Here's the evidence to guilty. Let's put it in that circle and see, what the pros and cons, which one outweighs the other, and not who on which side can better sway the jury. Like, that's bullshit.
I understand your system, but, there's a lot of different politics being swayed around.
Exactly, politics. That should not be in it.
Yeah, that's the only problem. I mean, it's a good system, but, if the DEA has a hard-on against OJ Simpson, they can't be objective about this.
And it's also like, dude, you have the fucking judge that, like, he could be a fucking hard ass, you know. He could,
Yeah.
like you see that, you see all. I don't know how like true these articles are, but you see a lot of shit where like, oh, this person raped two girls or killed this person and got off. You know, the judge let him free. I don't know how true that shit is, but it's like, you get a fucking job, a judge that's a hard ass, you might be screwed.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen articles like that, and it usually comes down to lack of evidence or the evidence getting fucked up. Like, there are so many different elements to an entire trial that any little thing can screw up anything for either the prosecution or the defense.
And what's funny about like that OJ thing, going back to that, I saw this article. It was like, oh, did I think it was it Robert Kardashian?
Yeah, Robert Kardashian.
Did he and I don't know, someone else did they destroy the evidence? Like, it wasn't in the TV show. Like, where was all this like things that might have happened in the show? It's just, I don't know. Again, it just, the way that they have it, it's like the way the director or the writer has like whatever their opinion is. If like this is a really popular show on OJ or some popular trial, it could almost sway your opinion, like, oh, this fucking person's guilty, or, you know, this person isn't. I mean, the way they made OJ seem, it definitely seemed like he was guilty, you know?
Really? I honestly thought it was the opposite end.
I mean, I just mean personality-wise. Like, when you see someone
based solely on that show.
Well, when you see how like cocky he is, and also like certain parts that he gets like really angry, you know, like his anger comes out, and then you hear like about his wife. I don't know, just the way that he is, you're like, I don't know, man. This definitely seems like someone that could kill someone. Like when he was in the courtroom, and like I guess Johnny Cochran did something, or John Travolta did something, and it wasn't like what he was expecting. He like freaked out, and you're like, dude, someone like me would be like crying, like, dude, I'm gonna fucking die now. And he was like fucking pissed, like getting all angry and shit. I don't know. I just seemed like his person. Now the show, I'm not gonna lie, the way that it was, I mean, the politics got me angry and shit, but it made me think, you know, I got to step back. Like, he really could just be like a cocky motherfucker and not be guilty. You know, it could be that way. But I just think, like, if I'm basing it solely on the way his like character was portrayed, personality wise, I think he was definitely guilty.
Dude, it actually made me love OJ Simpson, that shit.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie, I did.
Yeah,
like,
so the entire time I'm thinking, no, he didn't do this. Are you kidding me? He's such a sweetheart. Look at this guy.
Until you see the ending.
Yeah.
Until you're like, all right, now he's in prison for doing something really fucking dumb. Like,
yeah.
Like, after you read that, I mean, I don't know, it's like stealing or kidnapping or someone. I'm like, again,
yeah,
like,
all
this guy's
for like
definitely
memorabilia or something.
Like, if he didn't do that, I would be like, all right, it could be either or. But that, I'm just like, I'm sorry, man, you dug your own grave. You're guilty.
Dude, the last thing, if I got away with murder, I would do the exact opposite of murder.
Yeah,
just to stay away. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. I would be. I mean, dude, you got a freaking mansion and a maid. I'm pretty sure you could find shit to do locked up in your house. You know,
dude, I'd be a fucking saint on earth.
But I mean, then again, like, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he was lucky because he had like the whole, you know, like the black community on his side. Like, obviously, the whole like cops framing him shit. They had that, but he definitely had a lot of people that were like, dude, this guy's a fucking piece of shit, and would like protest and stuff. So he's got like both sides. He's got people that think he was innocent. He has a black community, and then he had people that are thinking he was guilty, wanted to murder, and also like racist too back then. So
yeah,
it's definitely not easy. Like, I'm
no.
pretty sure like even 10 years after, if he was still not in jail, he'd probably have issues walking to places and having people, you know, criticizing him or abusing him.
Yeah, and not to mention, I think this was a couple of years after the Rodney King situation, too, so tensions were already high in Los Angeles. So, didn't really help matters. Holy fuck, we just talked about O.J. Simpson for like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, the music in that show was pretty good.
I don't remember a single thing.
I'm joking.
Oh, you fuck.
I was trying to bring it back to music related, but
Oof, yeah, it's we went down the rabbit hole. There was no escape.
Like scores of shows or movies, but I didn't pay attention to the music whatsoever in that freaking show.
I think the best film soundtrack that wasn't really like a score. Like, I'm not talking about like The Lion King or something like that. Like something like Majestic or like Titanic or something like that. I think the best like compilation album, or I guess music, like the album for the movies. I think the best one out of that was when Trent Reznor and Atticus Rose did The Social Network.
I think I think you talked about this before.
I think so too.
Never,
but
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure a lot of the songs I didn't like, but yeah, because I remember us talking about how soundtracks back in the day were badass, and like you had like all these bands like Smile Empty Soul, Yellow Card. I'm just spitting out Spider-Man and Punisher right now, but
yeah.
you had like these bands that would write extra songs for the soundtracks, and they were badass. They're like songs that you'd have to download on LimeWire.
Yes.
Or Kazaa.
Hell yeah. Oh, damn. There's a part of me that misses downloading illegal music, but then there's a part of me that goes, yeah, I got Spotify. I don't fucking need to do
Yeah, but again,
shit.
it's like the same thing that people say about not earning stuff. Like when you know how it was downloading shit, like sometimes you get really shitty quality. Sometimes you could not find that song at all in good quality. Now it's just like you have everything at your fingertips, especially on Spotify. It's like anything whenever you have anything you want to listen to, you're like, I don't want to listen to all these amazing bands right here on the screen. Like I can't find something to listen to. But then when you're only able to download a song at a time, it makes it that much better. Like when you get it and you're like, fuck yeah, like this sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, too much of a good thing is, not good in the end.
I think I downloaded. Spotify. I'm trying to think. I think I downloaded Hybrid Theory, and I don't know.
How dare you? How dare you not support the best rock band of all time?
Hey, hold on. I bought it in the future when I started getting smart about supporting the music industry. But I downloaded it and it was like the amazing shit, like the most amazing shit. You know how I don't know how it was when you were a kid, but for me, you listen to like one song on repeat like 15 times. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I was like that, dude. I remember getting what was the second Puddle of Mud CD? It had the song "Away From Me" on there.
I don't know. I never really listened to them much. Just individual songs.
Yeah, I fucking love that song. Don't ask me. I even got the album, whatever that one. I think it's called Life on Display. I even got the album because I love that one song so much. Don't ask me about another song off of that album because I don't know. I don't think I even listened to the rest of the album.
Yeah, like Diary of Jane. I played that like over and over again when I was into rap. That was
because A equates to B right there.
I mean, this wasn't really rap, but there was a 50 Cent song. I'm trying to think.
In the Club?
No, another one.
21 Questions?
Nope. Keep going.
Window Shopper?
It was one of the older ones.
Yeah, I'm going with the older ones. Hate It or Love It.
Nope.
The Candy Shop. Take it to the candy shop.
No, that one was good though.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Was it? He didn't have a song called "Gangster," did he? Gangsta.
He might have.
You know that one's like, "Damn, homie, in high school you was the man, homie." You know that song?
Maybe. Not from your version.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I didn't want to sound all cool and rap it. That's why I kind of said it more like a
is
white
that the
person.
reason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on, I could, I'm like gun shy.
You,
Now, if I was in the shower, I'd be able to rap that perfectly, but especially with all the hand gestures and shit too.
Yeah, dude, hand gestures like basically made hip hop and Italians.
Yeah, now you got to watch because they're micro aggressions or whatever.
Dude, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, I was listening to the podcast. Was that Joe Rogan podcast about that evergreen college professor?
The latest one with Ari or the one with the professor?
No, the one with the professor.
Is that was that Jordan Peterson?
I don't remember, but they were talking about like one of the. I think it was the vice principal, the president or something of the college or whatever. They were like screaming at him because he was waving his hands like while he was talking.
Oh, and they told him to put his hands down.
Yeah, and it was like you're like microaggressive or something stupid.
Oh God.
Like what? I'm gonna point at you, and that's like a threat.
Dude, this is the reason why Trump got elected. People don't like this shit. They don't want to put up with it.
Well, half the country at least, or more than half. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, enough with politics. Fuck that. Actually, here's an interesting story. Dan, have you ever heard of the band Power Bottom?
No, I thought you were gonna say Power Man 5000. That band I've heard of.
Oh yeah, and that was what Rob Zombie's son
Really?
or brother?
Wow. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Spider is the lead singer is
No shit.
somehow related to Rob Zombie. I want to say either son or brother.
That band was like big for like an instant.
Well, they only had oh, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're ready.
They had
That
another
song.
song that was pretty good too, like all along the same lines. But
Oh, Worlds Collide. There we
Yeah,
go.
that
was
one.
the name of that
Oh.
song.
dude, it's so good. What was that? Evolution. That movie Evolution with
Yeah.
dude, that's it's hysterical.
Okay, actually, wait a second. Spider One is the brother of musician and filmmaker Rob Zombie.
Ow. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and I knew they were related. But
Now, he
anyways,
couldn't write off his brother's fame, huh?
I guess not. Well, Rob Zombie's a weird one
Yeah.
because, like, you know, his music back with White Zombie did a lot for I guess, the horror genre of music. I don't exactly know what you would call it, but now his songs are basically ridiculous. Like you hear some of the tracks like "Sick Bubblegum." I'm like, wait, what? What the fuck are you even
I
talking
really don't even
about?
think his music is that popular, but he headlines like Mayhem and shit. I don't get it. Well, I mean, I guess it's probably because he's Rob Zombie, like he does movies.
But it's also the stage show. The stage show was absolutely
That's
ridiculous.
true. That's true. Yeah, I have to give. I don't like particularly like his music really, but I agree. The stage show and some movies are pretty decent, like the Halloween ones, but
Yeah, I heard his Halloween remake was really good.
a little bit rated R. But
Yes, well, that's why I like things, Daniel.
Sarah's shaking her head because she loves Rob Zombie.
Get her on the show.
Nah, she's putting some stuff away.
Oh,
Just got home from work.
well.
But anyway,
then.
what was that story?
Oh, anyways, the band Power Bottom. Obviously, you've never heard of them because you just said that.
Nope.
So, anyways, they are an American queer punk duo.
Wow.
Basically,
Got to put that queer in there, right?
one of them is, I think one of them is gay or something like that. I don't exactly know what the hell the story is behind them, or how they started. But anyways, it was basically two. I hate to say, it was two people. One was named Liv, and the other person was named Ben.
Oh, they're going to say Tyler.
Yeah, Liv Tyler. Yeah. So, anyways, they started playing shows around, and they actually created I hate to use the term safe space, but they made sure that people of all types enjoy their concert and are there to feel safe at concerts. So they don't get, I guess, picked on or beat up or, God forbid, killed or whatever else. But anyways, they just came out with a new album called Pageant. And 2 days beforehand, someone posted in a random Facebook group that Ben from Power Bottom ended up being a sexual abuser. Yeah, so he apparently, and I'm reading here. This is directly from Wikipedia, and I guess this basically summarizes everything. On May 10th, 2017, 2 days before the release of Pageant, Kitty Cordero Collin posted in a Facebook group involving members that Ben Hopkins is a known sexual predator, and Collin had personally witnessed Ben initiate unwanted sexual contact with people. Although the Facebook group was private, a screenshot of the post was captured and shared widely on Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. So, anyways, they came out with a statement that didn't really address what was going on, and it basically turned their entire fan base against them to the point where their record label dropped them from the roster and shelved their new album.
Damn.
So shit's going crazy with that. And they were, I don't want to say they were in hiding, but no one has ever heard from them since, last month when it happened. But story came out today that they hired a management team and a group of lawyers, and they're going after their old label, Polyvinyl, I think, for the rights to their music. On one hand, I understand why they're doing it, because obviously as musicians, we'd like to own the masters of what we created. I understand that. But B, you fucked up royally, including alienating your like 95% of your fan base by these allegations coming out. So what makes you think that re-putting up your albums will make it any more profitable? It seems like it's a lost cause on my end.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I feel like, why would you do anything that would jeopardize like your music career?
Exactly.
It's like the OJ thing. After you're proven innocent, why would you do anything to jeopardize that?
Yeah, seriously.
It's like you got a once in a lifetime opportunity to be in a band, get signed. Well, some people it's more than once, and then you got away with murder basically, and then you went back to prison. I just don't get it.
Not to mention, the fact that this band was creating something unique. They were seeing a problem within the music scene about like inclusion and stuff like that, and they were doing something about it. Like they were creating a nice space for you to come and enjoy the show, free of any, I guess, like I said before, free of like insults or violence or whatever else. They were doing a lot for these kids who were scared to be themselves. And basically they were looked up to as heroes within like the queer community. And it was starting to spread too to like mainstream popularity and like what they were doing. For just to throw that entire thing away and to spit in the face of your fan base, dude, that's just completely fucked up. I just don't understand it.
Either.
But
I still don't understand the whole like label thing, like why you got to label like your music as queer or whatever you said.
Oh, you don't understand that?
No, I just it's just like, dude, the best thing I've ever seen was that interview with Morgan Freeman where it was like talking about Black History Month, how he hates it because he doesn't want a Black History Month and he doesn't want to be labeled, or he doesn't want like the whole past of like slavery and everything being brought up, but like the whole label, like why can't it just be like human being rock? Like just because you're unique doesn't mean you're different from me or anybody. Like, but I mean the same thing goes to like how pissed would people be if like we called our music white rock,
Yeah.
or white metal. Like of course I would never do that. Does sound pretty
good though.
I know, right? White Zombie. Oh shit, he's racist.
I guess a perfect example of white metal would be the lead singer of Pantera.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could take advantage of it. You could, if you put that label on it, you're doing something unique. But I don't know. I hate labels, dude. It's like this whole shit that we have going on now with lefts and right and freaking and gay people and lesbians and transgender. It's like, dude, just label yourself as a human being and continue like going on about your day. You're just unique.
Yeah, and there is such a division within. Everyone has to be a part of something, and their group has to be number one, and that's all there is to it. That's basically what I see the world being. Or maybe it's not the world. Maybe it's just like the 10% of the world that's on like social media, and the other 90% just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's how it's, definitely how it could be.
Yeah, like I always say, it's the vocal minority, and I'm not talking about like the minority of like a minority group, but the minority of the group of people.
Yeah, you can hear all these people that go to work and have 9-to-5 jobs and everything. They're just like, I didn't have enough time. Like those are the same people that just like I can't bother like posting on here or posting on social media or commenting on that. Yeah, I'm sure you have a shitload of people that are basically doing that. They're just too busy and too overworked to like comment on all this shit.
Yeah, not to mention the people that become political experts because they read something on Facebook and then like go and share the post and agree with it, whether it's left or right, whatever. But it's like, look, how are you so easily swayed as a human being reading something, just going up, you know what, I don't care about any other side, this is what I believe, there you go, and if you don't like it, then you could fuck right off. Like, how do you say that as a human? When there's two sides to everything. Because if there's only one side to things, and you have the vocal minority being the people that come up with all these rules, a lot of us would be fucked.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's how I always think. Like, yeah, Donald Trump could be the best president ever, but I also have it in, if I do think that, which I might not. I'm not saying I do or don't, but and then I could have it in the back of my mind that he could just be like every other president, like a lot of people think that they're just out for themselves and they're working on the same side. I have that opinion about a lot of things. Like, yeah, my opinion might sway towards one side, but I always have it in the back of my mind that the other side could be true.
Yeah.
And I just think, obviously, the world would be a better place if everybody thought that and had that opinion, not just like, I mean, it's like the whole like left and right shit. It's like there really is no right or left. I mean, technically there isn't. Like, you can't agree with everything the right says unless you're just you're bullshitting yourself.
Yeah.
Just to be labeled on the side,
Yeah, and like I mentioned to you the other day, I do have some conservative values, but I do have a lot of, liberal values as well. And I think that a lot of people share the same mindset as me. I mean, look, there obviously is a problem with immigration in this country. That's without a doubt. I think that it should be easier to become a citizen if you choose to do so, but you shouldn't be here illegally. And that's what I'm assuming a lot of people think that same way. Because, we don't have a problem with immigration, we have a problem with illegal immigration. And that's where that line gets blurred. But on the other side of things, I do support gay rights. I think, look, whatever's in your heart and whoever you truly are, you should be allowed to express it as long as you don't cause physical, emotional, or psychological pain to anyone else. That's what I think. I also think marijuana should be legalized. I think sports betting should be legalized in all 50 states.
Alcohol should be illegal.
I don't agree with that.
No, I don't think so. I think if you're going to keep weed illegal, then alcohol should be illegal.
Yes.
We want equality. If everyone wants equality, that's equality.
Yeah, if you want to go by that logic, then yes, I do agree. But I think we're one Democrat away from getting pot legalized in this state of New Jersey. And I also think we are one Democrat away from getting casinos and a whole bunch of other things that will help stimulate the economy.
Yeah, dude, I don't see anything wrong with freaking weed. Obviously, there's way more positives than negatives. I mean, alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, of course, like you might die, but I mean, that's like anything. Like, how many people die in a car? How many people die in car crashes? And
yeah,
I mean, alcohol. If you abuse it, like anything, if you do certain things too many times, or you overuse shit and abuse it, then you do have the possibility of doing harm to yourself. And alcohol is the same thing. If you have one or two drinks, like me, for alcohol, it's fine. I have a drink every now and again. And then there's people that abuse it. But, I mean, dude, you can't freaking control. You can't take away from someone because another person could abuse something or cause harm to themselves and other people.
Yeah. But it's just this ass-backwards way of thinking. And honestly, if it was up to me, and I pray to God it is never up to me, we're still going off of rules and regulations that are 300-something years old. Back to 1776, where we signed the Declaration of Independence, and whenever the Constitution was created, so I guess a couple of years afterwards. I think like 1794, if I got my history right. So think about it, that's a little over 200 years, excuse me, not 300, a little over 200 years. Do we follow anything else that's been around for 200 years besides organized religion?
Yeah, seriously. Like, we don't still eat the same food from 200 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, not even that. I mean, with the changing of the times, you need the changing of the rules. Plain and simple. Because you can't have draconian laws for the United States, or basically anywhere for that matter. I mean, look what we're able to do. Look what we're doing right fucking now. We are recording something through 2 microphones on the other side of the state of New Jersey, and it sounds like you're right here talking to me. If you would have told someone 200 years ago that this is going to be a possibility, they'd fucking laugh at you.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, there's a lot of technology, and a lot of it is great. If used correctly, you could do a lot of things with technology that can help. Technology can also hurt, though. So, obviously, you put on rules, like look at Facebook, if you post something that's deemed harmful or wrong or whatever else that they decide, they kick you off. Which I do agree and I do disagree because, who is Facebook to be the judge of things? I get that. See, you have a whole bunch of these websites changing up policies and stuff like that, yet the United States rules and laws stay the same from 200 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, do you agree with the whole, like, all right, there's, like, keeping the rules to the state, or, like in that example, keeping the rules to Facebook. Like, the law can't tell Facebook what to block and what not to block unless it's, like, terrorist shit or bombs and, like, the death threats, But
Facebook isn't public. Like, Facebook, you have to sign up and create an account and accept their rules.
Yeah.
It's not like... There really is no public forum thinking about it.
Yeah, and the funny thing that people don't know that they're like, Facebook's free because they're selling your information.
Yeah, I saw that video. You posted that one day.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Just think about it. Like, how are they making their money? They're not making their money because you're using their program.
No, they're making it off the bands that have to pay to reach all their fan base.
Yeah, or people that are paying for advertisement and shit like that.
By the way, how is our advertisement going?
It's over
That's
already.
What I thought.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah.
God, how many new people do we get? 0?
Probably.
Holy fuck. That was a waste
Help us.
Yeah. If you're out there, help us. We're stranded.
Buy our t-shirts so we can buy food.
Dude, if it ever came down to that, I'd quit BTB in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think we'd have to.
Yeah.
Sorry, people.
Yes, well, maybe we do this once in a while, but probably not.
Yeah, we'd have to record on our cell phones.
Yeah. So the quality will the quality will be very diminished. I'm sorry.
And then we'd lose a lot more followers.
Yes. And thank you, Nick, for your continuous support of $5 a month.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And tweeting and retweeting and posting shit. Number one fan.
He really is. He really is. And the funniest part is he found us off of another podcast.
Which one?
The We're Not Wizards one. The what was they, Scottish? Irish?
Remember that
the one that they talked about games.
Oh, and that one?
Yeah, and they like started some fake shit with us.
Was that the one that cut us off?
What do you mean cut us off?
Wasn't there? We did like a phone interview, and the guys like cut us off. They're like, "All right, we're done. Thank you."
Oh no, that was for Radio Kronos.
Oh my god, it was literally like a 5-minute interview. We were like, everything was going great, and then it was just randomly like, "All right, we're done."
No, that was the interview where you started off things, and then I got on the line and I just fucking lost it.
Weren't we talking about like Wedding Crasher quotes?
Yeah, we were.
Was that what brought it downhill?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what brought that downhill.
I think it was because it was like a father and son type deal.
Yeah, and I used every single dirty word in the book.
The son and dad were getting uncomfortable talking about that with each other.
And I think it was like a Christian show too, so
yeah. Talking about boobs and sex probably wasn't a good idea.
I'm trying to. I have to listen to that show again. But I remember I was god awful on that show.
That was hysterical.
Like, yeah, like god awful as in like content. Oh my god, like I don't remember what the hell it was. And then I think like one of them was like doing a weird grandfather type of voice, like huh? What?
Yeah, but they were kind of odd too, I think.
Yeah, they were completely fucking odd. Oh god.
I
think that was the last interview we did.
Probably.
Yeah.
No one wants to interview us anymore.
I don't blame him.
It's probably because we do all the interviewing.
That is true. And it's the first time in a while that me and you have just been on by ourselves.
And speaking of interviews, what do we have coming up in 4 weeks?
Hold on. Well, basically, a month and 2 days. And that's July 15th. We have been, I guess, accepted? I don't know what you wanted to call it.
Not denied.
Yes. We have been not denied for the second year running for the Vans Warped Tour.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
I'm totally not excited.
Well, you should be, you douche.
I'm just joking. I don't know. There's just not a lot of, like, last year there was a lot of bands, and obviously we didn't get to interview, like, any of the, like, the really huge ones, but
yeah,
more of, like, the up-and-coming ones.
This year it seems like it's a lot, I think it's a lot easier to get a hold of all these bands.
I think so. I'm really hoping we get to do Hawthorne Heights.
Wow, that was an odd odd
Why,
band.
you don't expect me to like them?
No, I knew you liked them,
Well,
but
it's just
I mean,
because
like,
it's like one of the few that I like, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, let's go through the lineup real quick. Let's see how many you know.
No,
Yeah.
maybe.
You know something? I think you'll know at least. I want to say at least 10. But I'm not gonna keep track.
Well, as far as like being a fan or like listening to like music or whole albums, probably 4.
Yeah, probably 4. Actually, knowing the band name, I'd say at least 10.
All right, so let's play. Do you know this band? On
Yes,
Warped Tour?
with Dan. do 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 do. That was new intro music.
What up?
Did you like that?
Yes.
Fuck you. No, you didn't. Stop lying to me.
Sounded like dog shit.
Thank you. There we go. The truth finally comes out. All right. So on the Journey's left foot stage, we have Attila.
I think I've heard of them.
Okay. CKY.
Of course, I've heard of them.
Yes. A rapper named Futuristic.
Nope.
Neither have I. Hawthorne Heights. Yes.
No, I don't know them.
Nope. Okay. And you didn't just previously mention him a minute ago. I Prevail.
I've heard of them.
Obviously. Jule Vera.
Nope.
Julevera.
You don't have to spell it.
Oh, yes. All right. I have to spell it for others listening, Daniel. New Year's Day.
I've heard of them. Obviously. Yep. I mean, a lot of people would say that because obviously they know what New Year's Day is, but I'm pretty sure I've heard of them.
Yeah. And you also have Sammy Adams.
Nope.
He's like one of those like frat rappers like Asher Roth and Mac Miller.
You think one day he was drinking a Samuel Adams and was like, Sammy Adams, I like that for a band name. You think you stole it from that?
Maybe.
Probably. It's like lame ass shit when you get a band name. Like drinking a beer like Sammy Adams, I like that.
But then again, all the good band names are taken, so.
I know, right?
Yep.
Like Too Far Lost.
Ugh. Let's revive it, Dan.
Along the Faded Line.
Ugh. Yep. We still have to thank Lamb of God for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, I fucking hated the Faded Line.
That was
whatever. Dude, that was the worst band name ever.
Yeah. Well,
a lot of the Faded Line.
A lot of band names are terrible.
Yeah, and whose reasoning was it? Was it like Chris or Josh that said it was about cocaine lines?
I have no clue.
This is one of the two. I mean, obviously they were kidding, but
or were
whatever. Bum bum bum. On the Journey's right foot stage, you have American Authors.
Nope.
Okay, they actually had one song on like regular radio, like Z100 and 95.5.
Yeah, that's why I've never heard of him.
Okay. You have Andy Black, the solo guy from Black Veil Brides.
Nope. Oh, I've heard of Black Veil Brides, obviously.
All right, the lead singer does solo stuff. All right, Beartooth.
Of course. Love that band.
Dance Gavin Dance.
Heard of them.
All right. Hands Like Houses.
Nope.
All right. Memphis Mayfire.
Yes.
All right. Neck Deep.
Nope.
Our Last Night.
Heard of them.
And Save Ferris.
Nope. I'm guessing Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, I think that's where they got the name from.
Lame.
Where do you expect these motherfuckers to get their name from?
I'm just joking.
All right, what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at a baseball and a television. I'm going to be BTV. Yeah.
Bring me the vagina.
What?
BTV?
Yeah, baseball television.
Never heard of that.
No, because I just said that I'm looking at a baseball and I'm looking at my television. So I combined the two together, and that's my band name.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
I zoned out. I thought you were talking about a real band name. I thought you were playing like guess this band name. I'm like, yeah, I've never heard of them.
No, I'm just saying how easy it is to come up with terrible band names.
Yeah, that's true. Microphone, boom.
Microphone, boom?
No, meaning like microphone. That's the name, boom.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking
I kinda like that,
badass,
though.
right? Really? You like microphone?
No, Mike Boom. It sounds pretty cool.
There's people out there listening like these fucking idiots. That band name's horrible.
But, there's one jerk off going, Mike Boom, yes, all right. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Let me hear your music now. I want a rough demo.
Okay. Mutant North. That's the name of the stage.
Nope.
It's the name of the stage, not the band name, stupid. Fucker.
Nope.
All right. We have BTB alumni being as Notion. Well, you didn't interview them. I did.
All right. I was going to say, I don't remember.
I was like, let's make this awkward. You have Bless the Fall.
Yes.
Candiria?
Most likely not.
Yeah, I've never heard of them. Counterparts?
Nope.
I have a feeling they were supposed to do our show, but I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Well, they didn't, so fuck them.
And they could in a month and 2 days. You
Yeah,
never
probably.
know. Yeah. Fit for a King.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Okay. Hatebreed.
No.
You've never heard of
I'm
Hatebreed?
joking.
Oh, you fuck. Silent Planet.
Nope.
Stick to Your Guns.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, I've been wearing their T-shirt. And the band Sylar.
Never.
Okay. On the Mutant South stage, you have the Acacia Strain.
Heard of them.
After the Burial.
Yes.
Carnifex.
I've heard of them.
All right. Immure.
Yep.
Guar.
Of course.
Hundredth.
Nope.
Silverstein.
Of course.
Sworn In.
Yes.
Too Close to Touch.
Nope.
Okay.
That's like too far lost right there.
Yeah. Except a lot more successful.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
But they did get into a fight with Trapped, so.
Yet.
Yeah.
You always have to put yet on these things.
Exactly. Especially with Trapped and fights.
Exactly. And no, we're not going to go into it. If you want to know what happened, just
listen to every other episode.
Or just Google Too Far Lost Trapped. That's it.
And just have fun for 15 seconds.
Yeah, basically. Watching nothing happen.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, nothing really happened. But anyways, on the Skull Candy stage, we have Ailstorm. Not Hailstorm.
Oh, man. I was going to be like, they're playing this?
Yeah, I'm talking Ailstorm. Alestorm.
I've definitely heard them. Haven't listened to their music, though.
The Viking metal band. All right. We also have Barbed Wire Dolls.
Nope.
Big D and the Kids Table.
No. Oh, God.
Really?
No.
Big D's a great band. Dude,
Oh,
great
jeez.
band. Great ska band. Another band that was supposed to do our show, but never got back to me.
Of course.
William Control. He was the lead singer of Aiden.
Nope.
Okay. Lakeshore.
Nope.
Microwave.
Nope.
Wonder how they got their band name.
Fucking Hot Pockets, probably.
Hot Pockets. Sonic Boom 6.
Nope.
All right. Street Dogs.
Nope.
War on Women.
Nope.
The White Noise.
No.
Okay. On the hard rock stage, which I think is everything but hard rock, The Adolescents.
Nope.
The Alarm.
Nope.
BTB Alumni Anti-Flag.
Nope. That awkward silence.
Yep,
Yes, of
that's
course.
what I was waiting for.
Didn't we see them? Didn't I see them with you?
Anti-Flag?
Yeah, weren't they with Suck Brick Kid?
No, that was Unwritten Law.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, I've never seen them then. They might have been at a tour that I went to, but
They're great
I
live.
remember it.
Great live band. Drummer's a weirdo.
Aren't they all?
Yes, well, those fucking drummers. The Ataris.
Of course. Oh, I've
Yep.
only heard one song, and like everyone else out there.
Bad Cop, Bad Cop.
Nope.
Okay. Fire from the Gods.
No.
I think they have a song on Sirius XM.
Guessing they're a metal band.
Maybe. I don't remember. Municipal Waste.
Of course.
Sick of It All.
Yep.
Valiant Thor.
No.
All right. On the Full Sail University stage, we have Bad Omens.
Nope.
All right. Boston Manor.
Nope.
BTB alum Courage My Love.
I don't remember, but obviously.
Kevin did that interview.
All right. Well, that's why.
Yeah. Creeper.
Nope.
Farewell Winters.
Nope.
Fiki?
Most likely not.
Yeah, Feeki.
Yeah.
The Gospel Youth.
Nope.
Knocked Loose.
Nope.
Movements.
Nope.
Separations.
Nope.
And Trophy Eyes.
No.
Okay. How many bands was that?
I would say like at least 10.
Yeah, I think it was a little more than 10.
A lot of those bands, some of the bands I feel like I should listen to more, like Silverstein.
You should. Their new stuff is really good.
Is that what's the?
They have a song called Ghost out right now, which is awesome.
I don't think it was. I'm confusing them with that is still a band I should be listening to, but I'm trying to think of that one band that's like I think it starts with an S. Obviously, that
Story of the
doesn't
Year?
help. No, I love that band. What's that band?
What do they sing?
They kind of remind. They're kind of like along the same genre as Hawthorne Heights. They're very popular. I think the band name starts with an S too. Definitely like in that genre, I think.
Census Fail?
No, but it's still along the same lines.
With an S.
I don't know. I'll think about it later.
Ugh. Now it's going to bother me.
I know. It's bothering me too. It's like Thrice too. It's like in that. I think when I was streaming Thrice, that came up. Fuck, what is that band name?
Watch It doesn't start with an S.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. Watch It is Silverstein.
I think it is.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna look through my Spotify where we continue to go and see what it is.
There you go. Anyways, doors are at 11 a.m. It's on a Saturday this year, which makes things awesome.
No, I think it's on a Sunday.
It's on a Saturday.
I thought they said it was the 15th.
Yeah, July 15th. Look it up.
Nice. It isn't the last day of my vacation. Bang in.
Is it the first day of your vacation?
No. It's like the day before 2 days before I go back. I go back on the Monday.
Where the hell are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just on vacation from work for 2
Oh,
weeks.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going on another cruise or something.
Oh, sorry. I can't make Warped Tour. I didn't tell you that after we got confirmed.
Yeah. Actually, it wouldn't matter. As long as I'm there, I get to pick and choose who comes with me.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you want to play that game, everything is under my name.
Oh, that's fucked.
So if you have a New Jersey license with the name John O'Connor on there, go to the box office before I do on July 15th, and you'll get a whole bunch of goodies.
And it wasn't Silverstein. Fuck.
What was it?
I don't know. But I looked through all their album covers, and it was definitely not them.
Seosin?
Yes, that's it.
Are you fucking with me?
You won $1 million.
Yeah.
It was
You don't even
Seosin, I think.
You don't have $1 to give to me.
I do have $1. I could PayPal you right now.
Oh, well, watch out.
You're richer. A whole dollar richer.
Well, I'll put it towards my parking fee.
And I
for
think
tomorrow.
it was the album Seosin, the one with the spider on the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn, I think it was Sleepers or Voices, one of those songs I'm looking at. One of them was like awesome. It came up, I was streaming some Thrice, and it came up in one of those radio stations.
Yeah. Now, that's a band that basically fell apart and now are just a part-time thing.
What do you think of the new Thrice music?
It's weird. It's not their old stuff, and they're going for a more hard rock alternative sound. I like it, but it doesn't remind me of Thrice.
Yeah. And like, dude, is it really the same singer?
Yeah, it's still Dustin.
Dude, it's crazy. He sounds like a freaking... I mean, how is he in his 40s now?
No, I'd say mid to late 30s.
Dude, he sounds like he's like almost 50 in those songs. Like Black Honey, he just sounds like very, very deep and like the raspy. He just sounds like like when you listen to their old stuff and then you hear his voice now, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
But dude, I can't get over how good that song Black Honey is, though.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I mean, very basic, but very good song.
They're actually playing New York tonight.
Really?
Yeah, they're at Jones Beach.
All right, guys, gotta go.
I think you missed their set by now.
Yeah. No, they're probably going in at like 10. Well, and actually, no, I don't know how it is in like Jones Beach.
Well, they're not headlining. They're like the opener.
All right, so then yeah, I guess I'm gonna continue this podcast then.
Yeah. Oh, darn. Sorry. Yeah, they're opening for Rise Against and Deftones.
Wow, that's a freaking banging. It wasn't that the one we were talking about that's like really expensive?
Yeah, it was pretty pricey. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ryan and Mike are going from When Thieves Are About.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Because Mike's a huge Rise Against fan.
Is he really?
Yeah, well, like older.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be disappointed. I saw the set list. He's gonna be very disappointed.
Dude, I didn't listen to their new album Wolves. Is it any good?
I've heard the singles, and the singles are pretty good.
Really? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The previous album I thought it was trash, but that one song, the first
Endgame.
Yeah, no, Endgame was amazing, dude. Fucking album is so good.
Oh, the one with the weird black heart thing.
Yeah. Like I Don't Want to Live Here Anymore was like the single or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, that song was awesome. That's like typical like the Rise Against direction that they were going.
Yeah.
But then the rest of their songs are just weird, man.
Dude, I would love another album just like Suffer and the Witness.
Dude, yeah, but they're never going back.
I know.
Suffer and the Witness was freaking amazing.
Every single track.
I mean, dude, so was Siren. What was it?
Siren Song for the Counterculture.
Yeah, dude, that album is sick.
Yep. And most of Appeal to Reason was good too.
I'm pretty sure that the first track off that album, off the Siren album, was
State
like
of the Union.
Yeah, was one of the heaviest songs like I listened to back then.
Yeah.
Like when I first heard of it, because I wasn't really a metalhead. I was more into like rock. But dude, that song just freaking blew the cover off. It's so freaking heavy. I love that, and I love that guy screams, dude. They're so freaking heavy.
Yeah, but that's the problem with Tim, the lead singer. If you don't catch him early on in the tour, his voice is shot.
Dude, when I saw him, it was terrible.
When did you see that?
With A Day to Remember at that. It's not the Chance, but there's another like arena.
Oh, Nassau Coliseum?
No, there's another place in Poughkeepsie that's like really popular. It's not like an arena, but I think it's like a stadium or something. It's like the only other place in Poughkeepsie that's like popular for shows. It's literally close. It's really close to the Chance too.
Oh, huh.
I forget what that. But I saw them with A Day to Remember. Rise Against, A Day to Remember, and then some other bands.
Yeah, I remember that tour. I don't think he came to like New Jersey.
But dude, that show was sick. But they just, and it wasn't even the band; it was just him, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's the screwed up part: is I saw a hometown show out in Chicago with Rise Against. They were the last band at one of the stages at Riot Fest. Dude, like it started to rain. Like the atmosphere was incredible. Like ready to go crazy, and then Tim basically sounded like he was like he smoked like 3 packs of cigarettes right before he went on. I was like, ugh.
Now, do you think a lot of that is just people not really taking care of their body and like having to not speak with anybody in the morning and making sure they get their vocals watered? Do you think it's just like, oh well, I warm up and I practice, but that's it?
I don't know. That's the problem because everyone is different. Like I listened to Jamie Josta of Hatebreed's show, The Josta Show, and I think he said that he doesn't warm up at all. He just goes out and does it, and he's been doing it at a high level.
Yeah,
for
but
the
he
last
doesn't.
20.
Yeah, but he doesn't sing though. So I feel like with the screaming, it's different. Like I just saw a post recently of how like screamers can like scream all the time and not damage their vocal cords. But I just think it's like way different for him, like since he's a screamer, like especially for like someone who screams and sings, it's like way different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look at Jeremy from A Day to Remember. Like he's He still does it at a high level, but if it wasn't for, what the fuck's their guitar? Neil and what the fuck's the other guitarist's name? Kevin, doing like the screams and the cleans, like the backups. He'd basically suffer on stage.
Yeah, I actually want to. I mean, I've only seen them once, but I actually want to kind of see Bullet for My Valentine, because their bass player that always used to be in the band would scream, which I like. I was so like anal. I hated that. I'm like, this is not him. Like,
Yeah.
Like I want to hear Matt Tuck's voice scream. Like I want to hear him do it. Because you can, like, I don't know. I was like at one of those points where I'm like, all right, well, maybe that is the screamer. Because, a lot of people that scream, they sound way different from their album. But you could just tell it was Matt Tuck, like the screams. You're like, this is definitely his screams on the album. And then whenever the bass player would scream, I'm like, dude, this fucking sucks. But now he's gone. They have a different bass player. And he screams. He started taking over the screams. So, I mean,
Matt Tuck?
Yeah. And I'm guessing it's because their new bass player probably can't.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing as Trivium, where Matt can't do the screams anymore because, what did he go to the doctor or something like that? And the doctor said you can't scream anymore, only the cleans.
Wow, that sucks. Yeah, and Corey used to do a lot though. Either way, you would do a lot of like the backup screaming and stuff.
Yeah,
he's pretty good though.
Yeah, really good. I mean, I just saw them live in September at Rock Allegiance, and yeah, it sounded good. I mean, Matt was pinpoint on, and the rest of the band was there.
Now he's definitely a vocalist I could see being mad anal with the way he takes care of his body.
Well, he's mad anal about the type of drummer that's in his band.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I've never seen a band go through that many drummers.
Oh my God. I mean, I could definitely see them not getting along with the previous guy, like the original one.
Yeah.
Just by watching the Shogun, like behind the scenes. He was just like, you ever seen the Disturbed one too? The Disturbed like original bass player, how they both had that kind of like instigate attitude where you're unhappy, so you kind of like instigate fights between like the lead singer. It was kind of like that.
Wait a second. What was the first album John Moyer was on?
I mean, John Moyer? He's Disturbed. Disturbed. Yeah. He was 10,000 Fists.
That was the first one.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew he wasn't on The Sickness.
No, he wasn't. The previous bass player was in Believe.
Okay, yeah.
And he left. I don't know if I think he left like in the middle of. Was it? I don't think he recorded 10,000 Fists, but he was definitely like close to like either John Moore recorded the stuff, like he might have helped write it.
Yeah,
but he was definitely in that transition of going into 10,000 Fists for sure.
Yeah, and John Moyer isn't on the latest one, right?
No, because he was like touring and like his kid or something.
Yeah. Gotcha. He picks the albums that do so well that he's not on.
I know, that sucks.
Ugh.
But I mean, he's still a part of it, so he still gets like.
He just gets like touring royalties. That's about it.
Yeah. But I mean, like 10,000 Fists did well.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully. But
all of their albums have done well. I mean, not like their new one, which obviously they have one song that helps them like catapult very high, but.
I mean, it does seem like disingenuous when you see John Moyer hold up like a platinum record for The Sickness. It's like, dude, you weren't there.
I know, right?
It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Even though we do have a connection with John.
Exactly. And I like he seems like a mad chill dude. The whole band does.
Yeah. But I mean, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's just odd.
Yeah, but I mean, what is he gonna do? Stand there and be like, sorry, I wasn't in the band during that time. I'm just gonna sit out while you guys hold up this trophy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that Seinfeld episode where Kramer was sitting in the seats for the Oscars, and then he ended up winning an Oscar, and he was up on stage.
I mean, he was still a part of 3 freaking great albums.
Yeah, but he wasn't a part of those 2 albums that really did something.
Yeah, and which was the first one? Was it Sickness you're talking about?
Yeah, he wasn't part of The Sickness. I mean, obviously, he wasn't part of Believe either, but that kind of flopped.
Yeah, nah, not really. All of their albums have done like good. Oh, compared to Sickness was like.
Well, compared to the rest of the discography,
I would say still to this day, Sickness is like
It's up there.
Yeah, even compared to like their newer popular stuff, it's just nothing. Like even people that love Disturbed now like Sickness, but then there was just that fan base that fell off that loved the Sickness. So you just have that many more people that like that album.
That's true.
Did you get used to the new album?
I did, but there are some songs that just take me out.
Dude, oh my God, Who is terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not even the song itself. It's the chorus. Like, dude, just repeating a word over and over again is not good writing. I'm sorry.
And it goes back to our arguments on filler tracks.
Yeah, that was a filler track. But I mean, honestly,
shut up.
There really wasn't that much, to be honest. There was like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, for Disturbed, Who was like horrible for Disturbed's quality. But also I got the deluxe edition, so the 3 tracks that are extra on the deluxe are actually really freaking good. And if they replaced those tracks that we're talking about, it would have been a perfect album.
Yep.
Which is actually a lot of Disturbed's albums.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of filler on a lot of these albums.
Yeah, I mean, I would say though, Disturbed is one of the few bands that like, if they put out a 12-track album, definitely like a lot of the bands,
8 to 10.
Yeah, definitely 8 to 10 are like awesome.
Yeah,
because most bands now, like even Breaking Benjamin, it's like 6.
Yeah.
Where like, I mean, Breaking Benjamin, you could say for me at least, 6 songs are amazing, but the other songs are slow, but you still like them. But there's some bands that it's like you love 6 songs, but the other 4 or 5 are terrible. Like you totally always skip past them.
Yeah, it's like listen to the Sickness and you're like, all right, down with the Sickness, this is great. Then you get the Drop in Place and you're like, ugh, this is stupid.
I kind of like that song though.
I like everything except for the lyrics.
But it's still one of those. It's still one of those songs that you like it, but you kind of don't go back to.
Disturbed in the house where I drop a place again. Get up. What? What the hell does that even mean?
And their cover was awesome. Shout. Yeah. They do very good covers, except for that Phil Collins song.
Well, oh, Land of Confusion?
No. Maybe it wasn't Phil. I think they did. Didn't they do? Was it Journey?
No, it was Genesis.
No, not them. They did another cover. It was like I think it was an additional track off of the one with the animal. They did a cover, and it was terrible. It was like Journey or something.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too. Disturbed Journey cover? Oh my god. What can this be? Covers no Land of... They did. I still haven't found what I'm looking for by YouTube.
Oh my god, that's it. YouTube. I was way off.
Yeah, you were.
Dude, it's not good. It is not. It is not good.
I think we're gonna have to end the episode with that.
We have to.
I've never heard.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like not good, meaning it's like maybe above average or average at best. But for Land of Confusion, Shout, and I think they did another cover.
Yeah, the latest one.
Oh well, that's freaking pure gold.
Yeah, that got a Grammy.
But like compared to those, it's not good.
Oh my god,
that's probably why it was an extra though.
It's all I want to do is listen to this thing right now.
Dude, you have to. It's not good.
You know who did a great cover that gets like 0 props? Rise Against did a cover of Any Way You Want It by Journey.
Oh, I like that. And
Dude,
I also like the Michelle Branch cover by Yellow Card.
Yeah, Everywhere.
Oh my god, it feels so gay, but it feels so right. Because I know I'm singing
song.
a Michelle Branch song, but
dude, Michelle Branch had a couple of great hits.
Now she's on Reddit posting and has a thread asking people to ask her, whatever she wants, like questions they want. Yeah,
AMAs.
Yeah,
Ask Me Anything.
I think that's kind of cool. Like that certain artists use Reddit for that.
Yeah, I think she's playing Webster Hall too.
I asked her if she'd come on the Behind the Barricade podcast.
And crickets.
And of course, yeah, she didn't answer.
Of course not.
I don't know who the fuck your podcast is. See ya.
Yeah, basically. But it'd be like, oh, so what's your favorite dog? Well, I love...
All right, do we have any other music news?
I don't know anymore.
I'm right now I'm torn between seeing In This Moment and Motionless in White on my vacation Tuesday, July 7th. They're in Asbury Park, that convention place, yeah. Or seeing 311 at Hammerstein on the 11th.
Oof. Yeah, we can't see them on the 15th.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I have to see 311 because I've never seen them before. I've seen In
Great
This
show.
Moment who they're not going to play any good songs, so I have no want to ever see them ever again. And Motionless in White, of course, I love that band, so I would love to see them, especially playing like 570 and stuff live. But 311 is just amazing. I have to see them.
Yep, and also opening the In This Moment tour is Vimic, the Joey Jordison band.
Oh shit! So I get to see him and probably meet him too, because when you come out of no, it's not Stone Pony. Never mind. I don't know why I thought that, but 1,000 Foot Crutch. When I saw them there in the winter, they came like I think the door that you enter is like right next to the entrance door. So like when we were walking out, they were like right there.
Oh wow!
So I got to like shake hands with the bass player, and I don't think it was the lead singer, but it was definitely the bass player and someone else.
That's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, but definitely go with 311.
Show. I might do
Actually,
both.
Yeah,
if I can afford it.
That?
I don't know. Well, actually, the good thing is In This Moment it's only $30.
Hold on. Well, let me check on StubHub. Like I don't even buy tickets anymore from like Live Nation or
I just went on
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster to see, but sometimes StubHub is like really it's like cheaper or it's really fucking expensive. Like
Yeah,
if you're trying to get
exactly.
Lamb of God or Metallica, it's way more expensive.
Oh, dude. Right now, 311 Tuesday, July 11th, Hammerstein Ballroom, $22.
Sarah was saying for In This Moment it was 72 on StubHub.
Really? Let me check that out. Hold on.
But now what I was looking at, it was 29 was for like seats. Because it's like weird. They have like seats around the stage. I guess it's like
What, for
arena.
convention hall?
Yeah. I've never been
Yeah,
there.
it was just
so-
there on Saturday.
All right.
Yeah, it's up to 50 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, and the 311, I think they had GA for mad cheap. They were like 30 something too.
At the Stone Pony?
Yeah, no, it was at Hammerstein in New York.
Hammerstein.
Now, isn't GA usually more expensive than seats?
Depends on where you're
Yeah, and I
at.
could have sworn the Hammerstein ones they were cheaper for GA.
All right, hold on. Well, let me click on it. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, it looks like second balcony is 22, which I mean you could still see a lot. First balcony is 50, and the GA floor is 65.
Yeah, definitely not paying 60 for that.
But then again, I think you could probably sneak down into the GA floor.
Yeah. Now Hammerstein is that the venue in New York City that has like 3 levels?
Yeah, it's the one on 34th Street.
Dude, I love that venue.
Dude, it's such a great venue.
Dude, when I saw freaking Stone Sour and Papa Roach there, it was like one of the most amazing concerts I've seen.
Dude, that's Terminal 5.
All right, so that's Terminal 5.
Yes. I hate that venue with a
Really?
passion.
Oh, dude, I loved it.
It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
security is very handsy. If you don't get a good spot, you're not seeing jack shit. The floor is extremely uncomfortable to stand on. Again, if you're not around like the inner layer of the second and third floors, you're not seeing anything. The drinks are incredibly watered down over there. The coat check takes fucking forever.
Okay, Terminal 5, you suck as a venue, basically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know that about
And
me.
I just got an email and found the name of that venue in Poughkeepsie. It's the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Is that still around?
I just got an email about a show there, so I would assume.
What show?
I'm not sure. Now I can't find the email.
Pressure's on.
Where
Pressure's on. You're cracking.
did it go? In the trash? Yeah, it was in the
know.
trash. Totally 80s benefit concert starring Tiffany.
Ooh.
Totally 80s benefit concert. Who the fuck is Tiffany?
You don't know Tiffany?
No, red-haired lady that's in her 40 to 50s.
I know who Tiffany is.
Never heard
Daniel.
of. No, I'm explaining for the podcasters, yo.
I'm pretty sure most of them know who Tiffany
Well,
is.
I don't. So go fuck
well.
yourself.
But yeah, 22 for 311, and I'm pretty sure you could sneak down.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm guessing like the day of, you might get it down to like 15.
Yeah. So yeah, those
Or it might go up to like 50. You never know.
Yeah, I'll see. I mean, I don't know. For me, concert going is not a thing I look forward to anymore. But
Yeah. And I mean, it depends on what it is. Like, there's a lot of like Stone Pony Summer Stage events that I'm really contemplating on going.
Yeah. I only really go if there's a certain album that I like fall in love with, which nowadays it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, the last one for me was the latest Dirty Heads album. Really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
I'm not gonna say the band name because I'm just gonna bore people, but you know what album I wanted to see live when it came out. And you want to know what sucks? Just for me, Disturbed. I love their albums, but I've never once saw them live and was like impressed. I mean, impressed.
They were always a boring live band.
I mean, like musically, they sound freaking on point.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But
it's like Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer's boring as shit live, but they sound great.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, David does not have it live. He can't do that. Dude, he like comes in and out of that normal throatiness voice on his records.
Yeah,
and he most of the time he's singing in that like really high pitched like. He just can't project with that throatiness live anymore.
Yeah, but then again, I think the last time I saw Disturbed was it was the Uproar Fest with Avenged Sevenfold at PNC.
Did they play
right after Nightmare came out? So it was with Portnoy.
So you didn't see them at Mayhem there?
No.
You saw them with Portnoy?
I saw Avenged Sevenfold with Portnoy.
Damn. Yeah. That's like one of the one things I hate is that I'm never going to be able to see Dream Theater with Portnoy.
Yeah. Well, I'll never be able to see Avenged Sevenfold with the Rev.
Yeah, dude, that's another thing too. He was like one of my favorite metal drummers. He was so nasty.
Yeah, and I just thought about this the other day. It's like I'll never be able to see Soundgarden again. I'll never be able to. Well, I've never seen
me either.
I'll never get the chance to see Audio Slave.
Yep, I love them.
Yeah, I would love to see them.
Dude, they were so good.
Oh, they had so many great songs. I mean, thankfully, I saw Chris Cornell live at it was Project Revolution. He was main support for Linkin Park.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny though? The way I feel about concerts nowadays. Never seeing Metallica, never seeing Rush. At one hand, I feel like when I'm older, I'm gonna deeply regret it, like not seeing one of the most popular metal bands and not seeing like the craziest drummer and the most popular drummer, basically. Well, for rock anyway, not being able to see him live just kind of sucks, you know.
Well, Metallica is not stopping touring.
Yeah.
They're not.
But I mean, at the same time, the reason I didn't see these bands is because they're so fucking expensive to see.
Yeah,
like Rush and Metallica, it's like $75.
Yeah, Rush is like the cheap seats for Rush are like $65-$70.
Yeah, I mean Metallica, you can kind of see them for cheap, but like I'm not gonna go to MetLife Stadium where I know when you sit in the nosebleeds you don't see shit. Like I'm not gonna pay that like $40 to sit in shitty seats to see Metallica.
Yeah, that's true.
I really wish we got those free tickets.
Yeah, really.
But we did get a free album, so that works.
Yeah. Dude, we should have just bolted and just, bit the bullet and saw them in the cheap seats.
Yeah, should have just
cheap seats for $20.
Kidnap my cousin. We'll
bring him home later. You're seeing Metallica. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Who didn't even know what Metallica was? Shame on him.
Yeah. But then again, getting the free tickets for Iron Maiden, I am now an Iron Maiden fan.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, they were phenomenal.
No, I've heard that they're like nuts live.
Dude, Bruce Dickinson isn't human.
I really want to know if he's like. Do you feel that's the same way about Linkin Park, about Chester?
What do you mean?
About him being not human and going crazy live?
No, he breaks different bones in his body, so he's definitely human.
Because I was listening to him. I don't know. Not listening to him. I was reading an article because apparently he's like a workout nut, and he was saying he does it because
Chester.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the skinniest motherfucker I've ever met.
Yeah, and no, but like crazy workouts. Like, I'm not gonna say pull-ups.
Oh, like cardio.
Not even cardio, but like crazy. You'd have to read the article, but like some of the crazy, like kind of like mixing yoga type shit with working out. I don't exactly remember, but according to him, he's like a nut job working, like the way he works out. I just think he maybe just works out to get like ripped. Because, I mean, he's definitely ripped as, like, for a skinny person.
He's not really ripped, though.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, I guess you could say shredded, like no ounce
I've
of
met,
fat.
I've
like
met
your
the guy
muscles are extremely lean type shit.
Dude, I've met the guy twice. He's a fucking twig.
But yeah, apparently he's like a crazy like workout fiend. He works out like I think he was saying he loves it. He works 4 or 5 times a week. I don't know if that's really crazy, but and they were saying he does it for for the live show because he goes crazy and he wants to have the adrenaline. I mean, I don't know. Maybe just
that I agree. I mean, he's never out of breath. He's never.
I mean, maybe it's like
struggling.
It's like that. Maybe he just does it so the voice is there, but he doesn't do it so he could run around like a freaking nut job,
Yeah.
But is that what Bruce does?
Oh my god! Dude, and he does costume changes.
Yeah, everyone I hear about Iron Maiden, they say that they're unreal live.
It's dude. Look, going into it only knowing the song "Run to the Hills."
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, that's the only thing I know. Like, let me explain the story to everyone. So basically, it was the day of the event, and it was last Wednesday. It was a week from tomorrow. A week ago from tomorrow, and. The entire time I'm like toying around, I was like, tickets are like $14. It's in the nosebleeds. I'm thinking about going, and I decided against it. I was like, you know what, screw it. You know what, let me save my money. Pay off some bills, whatever. So I told my girlfriend this, and she's like, hey, you're becoming an adult, like making fun of me, like nothing crazy. So I was like, yeah, fuck off. And I checked my email. It was like live. It was Live Nation, Iron Maiden tonight. Please read. I'm like. This is weird. So I click on it. It's like, you want two free reserved tickets for tonight's show. I was like, oh, I guess I'm seeing Iron Maiden tonight. So I called up basically everyone under the sun. I called you up, but you weren't going to make it in time. I called Sarah up. She wasn't going to make it. And then I found a coworker of mine at the racetrack who basically is like a security guard for like the last, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Guy, I think, I want to say either late 40s, early 50s. Awesome dude, nicest guy in the world. If you look at him, you don't think heavy metal. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'll bring him along, and he pulls up to my house wearing like an Iron Maiden shirt. He's ready to rock. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Obviously, I love bringing people to shows that they appreciate. There's nothing worse than bringing like a significant other to a show, or like one of your friends who are like, I guess I'll go. And they're just not into it at all.
Yeah,
there's nothing worse.
That's like me if you brought me to that U2 show.
How dare you? U2 is a national treasure.
Them.
Fuck you.
No, I'm just joking. I like some of their songs. It's just not my style.
Yeah. But anyway, so we get to the venue, and I was like, okay, so I got to go to the box office, pick up these tickets, pray to God they're there. And so we get to the venue, get to the box office inside Prudential Center, and the line is like wrapped all the way around. I'm like, oh. I guess I'm not the only one who won free tickets. So, staying online, we're going. So, we get up to the front of the line, give my ID in, and every single time, even though I have like a 99.9% success rate, and only one time I got screwed over out of a concert where there were no tickets with my ID, I still get paranoid. So, gave the ID, I'm like, nervously, shaking. I'm like, oh my god, I'd hate to get this, Iron Maiden fan all the way out here for nothing. And lady comes back with 2 tickets. I'm like, oh, thank the good Lord. So I look at them. It was like section 10, lower level, row 1. I was like, oh, this could be pretty cool, depending on where they're at. So, anyways, I go into the concourse, and I see that there's no section 10. I'm like, this is fucking weird. How the hell am I supposed to get in? So we're looking around. It was like one of those sections where you had to go through like the ice bar and then like make a right past the ice bar and then, go all the way down to the wall, and then that's your section. You've been to Prudential before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like one of those having to go through like the middle area there, and then having to, like, there was no other way to get to this row, which was completely stupid. So we go down, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we sit here. We're like the side of the stage. We could barely see anything. I'm like, really? Live Nation gave me this shit seat? Like, I can't really see anything.
You bastards.
Yeah, I was like, these fucking assholes. What the hell? So I'm like, is this the first row? Like, this sounds strange. So I look on the end area, and it was row 5. I'm like, huh, okay, so let's see. went down a little further, and I saw like one of those little pull-out rows. You've seen them before, right?
I don't recall.
Basically, you know, for those who don't know, the Prudential Center is a place where the New Jersey Devils play hockey. So you only have certain seats go up to a certain level, and everything else is ice or the boards or the bench or whatever else. So we got down to like our row, and it's one of those like extra seats that they put in. Like they were not a part of like the arena design. They're just like the extra stuff. So anyways, we get down there and we go to our seat. I got the end row in the front row directly to the right of the stage.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that picture.
Dude, I think those were the greatest seats I've ever gotten from Live Nation that were in general admission.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Dude, not to mention, like, seeing everyone in general admission going absolutely crazy, you know, bum rushing the crowd, which I fucking hate. So you just hate it when, like, you're up against the barricade and everyone's like, all right, we're going to charge.
And then you're behind the barricade?
Yeah, and you're crushed.
Yeah, dude, when I saw the Offspring at it was Starline, I was all the way up at the front, literally hanging on the bar. And as soon as they started, I ended up all the way in the fucking back.
Yep.
It was nuts, dude.
Same thing happened to me with Rise Against at Starland going back 10 years. But
I mean, and also, I was never like, I never really went to a lot of, I think it was like my second or third concert.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So I wasn't used to the whole pit thing. So I was, I'm just going to move away from this. I'm not going to force myself to stay here, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of worked with it all the way back to the back and stayed there.
Dude, I think the only concert where I held on to the barricade for dear life was 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin at Prudential Center.
Dude, that show was amazing. Dude, was Flyleaf there?
Yeah, I was front row for that.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. Flyleaf had one of the best performances that I've ever seen any band. Like, they sounded mint. Like, I had a recording of...
I thought they sucked.
Dude, I had a recording of Beautiful Bride, and it literally sounded like the MP3.
Damn.
Dude, it was legit. I was like, holy shit, this band was good. And that made me see them. As I saw them again at Starland, they were still pretty good. I think they were with Hailstorm then, or Lacuna Coil, one of the two.
Yeah. Now they have a different singer, right?
Yeah, and I could care less about the band now.
Yeah, I think we sold the old singer. I don't think the new one.
Yeah. But for me, I can't stand, like, up front. I can't get there that early so that I could stand there for that long without being in, like, pure pain.
Yeah, I mean... It's really not worth it anymore. I mean, it was like when we were younger, we're like, oh my God, this is the first time seeing our favorite bands. I want to be as close as possible. Now I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Hey, well, at least the first show I've ever been to, I crowd surfed.
Which one was that?
Disturbed, Lacuna Coil. It was Mayhem. So Disturbed, Lacuna Coil, or I think it was an off date. I'm not sure. It was Disturbed, Lacuna Coil, Killswitch Engage, Hatebreed. Was it Hatebreed? No, it was Chimera. And I can't remember.
Oh, that was at Izot Center, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the...
That was my first show.
Holy crap.
2008, I think? 2008 or 9?
Yeah, I remember that tour very well.
Yeah, I cried the first times they dropped me. Not like badly. It was like, we just caught you in time that when you fell. But then the second time I went over, I don't know. I don't get like the whole... It was just like awkward. These people are pushing me up and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to wave my hand around, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I've crowd surfed 1, 2, 3 times. The first time was a Sum 41 show at Starland, where I was like, why not? And the cool part was, like, during one of the songs, I think it still might be up on YouTube, you saw me just drop right in front. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh my God. I know I've mentioned it on the podcast. I still can't get over the Green Day show at Madison Square Garden where the dude just like played guitar or sung or some shit, went to go crowd surf and jump off the stage, and they just plummeted to the bottom floor. Oh man, it was hysterical, but I'm sure he was in so much pain.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, the second time was Coheed and Cambria at Warped Tour, and dude, the entire pit was just insanity. I was like, all right, get me the hell out of here. And I just went up and I crowd surfed, so that was pretty cool. And the third time was the same thing. Was it with Rise Against at Starlands, where I just couldn't breathe. I was like, all right, get me up.
Yeah, dude. And Starland's weird too with their like air conditioning.
Yeah. Like in the winter, it's cold as hell. In the summer, it's hot as hell.
Dude, this one time I saw, I don't know who they were with, but it was, shit. I'll remember the name. But like, it was freaking probably like 20 degrees outside. And I followed my brother's stupid ass idea of leaving my jacket in the car. Of course, I'm like waiting online for a half hour and like 20-degree weather, like freezing.
Yeah.
I'm like shivering. We got in. I'm like, oh, it's all right. You know, it's kind of warm in here. The air conditioning's on like ever so often. As soon as the freaking main band came on, the air conditioning was blasting. It was freezing. It was like miserable for the whole 45 minutes. I'm like, this fucking place. I'm like, it's 20 degrees outside.
Yeah. That is a weird venue.
It's not really nice now.
Yeah.
Dude,
I remember back in the older days before the storm.
It was still a shithole.
There was a time that I actually boycotted Starlands.
Why?
I got kicked out.
Oh God, for what?
Here's the odd part, and this is the part that I still don't get till today. Like it was Badfish, you know, the Sublime tribute band. Yeah, so they were doing a show at Starland, and like they had like an outdoor stage, like back when Starland did outdoor stages, and they had like a bunch of like local ska acts on there, which was pretty cool. And I think they also had, it wasn't unlimited beer, but I think it was like $1 or $2 drafts. Like they really did like a huge happy hour. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. So, anyways, just I drank a little too much, but you know, I was still coherent. You know, I wasn't being like a drunk asshole or anything. So I said, all right, whatever. So, anyways, I was ended up getting like front row center for Badfish. I was like, oh, this is great. But like I still kind of had like the urge to drink. I was like, you know what? Look, I gotta drive myself home after the show. Still a little drunk. Hopefully I could sober up a little bit. You know, I'm done with drinking. So I tore off my bracelet and just, you know, threw it on the ground. What eventually happened was some kid picked it up and security thought that I threw it to the kid. So, you know, I thought nothing of it. I mean, like, what the hell is I going to do? I'm staring straight at the stage. I don't care what the hell happens behind me. So, anyways, I made friends with the guy to the right of me. I was like, hey, listen, you know, I just have to use the bathroom. Can you hold my spot? He's like, yeah, sure, not a problem. So, go to the bathroom. I come back, and next thing you know, I get like 3 flashlights in my face. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're like, follow us. I'm like, right? So, we go in the front area, and then there's like this kid like sitting down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And one of the main security guards, like a big burly guy, he's like, did you hand off your wristband to him? I was like, no. Who the fuck is this kid? They're like, well, we've seen you. We saw you throw the wristband back to him, and he grabbed it and he put it on. He tried to get alcohol, but we stopped him just in time. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, are you over the age of 21? I was like, yeah. It's like, is that your wristband that you threw off? I was like, yeah, I threw it, you know, on the ground. You know, why is it my responsibility that someone goes and picks it up? I mean, there's millions of stuff on the ground. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of wristbands. And they're like, we think you're in coercion. What is that term?
I have no clue.
Yeah, we think you're in collusion with each other. You're both out. I'm like, what? I was like, thankfully the tickets were like $5. It wasn't anything crazy, but the entire time I'm like, what the hell was that? And the kid there he didn't know what the hell was going on either. So I was like, you know what, fuck this place. So I started sitting out like right as soon as you walk in. I was like sitting on those stairs, and security goes, yeah, you know, you're supposed to leave the premises now. I was like, dude, I'm over the limit. If I get pulled over, I'm saying that you let me drive home. So the guy's like, well, I don't care, and turned and closed the door. I was like, huh. You know, I wish I could just go to the police and just say exactly what happened with all this, but it wasn't worth it. So I was like, you know what? Fuck Starland. And did for the longest time. And I forgot what show brought me back, but I think it was Bleeding Through, their final tour. I was like, it's the only area show. I've never seen Bleeding Through before. I got to bite the bullet.
Dude, it's like all these venues, the securities are just dicks.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have to deal with a lot of shit, but like, dude, at Starland, I was videotaping As I Lay Dying with like my Zoom or whatever. Not to mention they let me in the venue with the Zoom camera.
Yeah.
And the guy kept freaking shining a flashlight in my freaking eye, and one of them like came over, like, stop filming. So I just like moved away, cause like I guess the guy that was in the front got like someone else's attention. So I just moved out of the guy's view in the front, so I could like still videotape.
Of course, yeah.
Like, dude, I'm thinking to myself, and nowadays, like, film cameras look better and take almost, like, the only thing that's better on my camera is the sound. I'm like, people are taking fucking video with their cell phones. What's the difference?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a power trip, maybe.
It's definitely a power trip, but I think it also depends on the bands too. Like if they don't want any videotaping or anything.
Well, then it should be posted on the like the door, or
exactly,
like a sign or something.
Yeah, and dude, it was funny when I Shadow's father, drummer, he had a clinic up in New York, kind of by Clifton Park. Actually, it probably was in Clifton Park, some music store.
The guy you talked with, Bittner?
Yeah, and I brought my Zoom camera, and he basically called me out in front of everybody. Like, I don't like people recording me, and I don't normally. I would normally tell you to like go away or whatever, but he was like, I'll let you do it, let you use it for your own personal gain. So I remember, So I remember what I did is I posted it. Like, dude, I would upload every single live video of any band I saw, like including Breaking Benjamin in 2008, including Disturbed, all these bands. Never had, like, it wasn't like it was now. I never had any problem with copyright issues. I posted that Bittner video, and I'm pretty sure he claimed it or did something. But it wasn't even, I didn't even post it. It was like for my channel viewing, for like my channel only, like private. And I still got like a flag, or like the artist did something with it.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I'm like, what the But I know, I understand, like, he is a clinician, so he does have like that aspect. Like, it's not like Breaking Benjamin where they have live videos online, or, you know, they have an album. Like, he's a clinician.
But wouldn't this help him bring out more people to his clinic? Be like, oh my God, he did this he did this here. I mean, it wasn't, shit, I gotta go see this live.
It wasn't like a full 20-minute video. It was just like of one song. You know, and it doesn't take away from the experience of being there. You get to meet him, you ask him questions. Like, I'm just showing a clip of a song, but I don't know. I mean, he's older. You know, he's in his 40s, so of course he's got different ideals and beliefs. So obviously, we're into the age of freaking posting everything, but
yeah. I don't know. I forgot. Did you ever bring that up in that interview with him?
No.
Oh, you bitch.
No, dude. You could tell he like hated me in that interview.
Oh, that's nothing new. People hate you.
I'm his like #1 fan. He hates me. What the hell?
That Chad's Liga thing would be the greatest thing of all time.
I don't think he hated me. I think he was just more like, you know how people are when they get interviewed so many times. Like,
he was such a dick to you, and it was the greatest thing ever.
He wasn't a dick to me. He was just like made that funny remark.
But, which I loved.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, Dad's your #1 fan, and you just told him to be a landscaper. I fucking love you.
That's hysterical.
We gotta get him back.
Hey, I totally agree, though. All the bullshit you have to deal with. Like, if you went to college for something different, or not even something different, if you just went to college for something you think you might want, or just a field you want to go into, it's so much easier to, like, even if you're in debt, it's like so much easier because like you get a job and you just pay off the debt. Like, dealing with 4 or 5 people and all this bullshit and having to scrounge up money to record, it's like, I don't know, in the hopes that you get signed. It's
exactly, yeah.
Like, at least if you went to college and you can at least have some kind of say in what job you get and the money you make. By at least
no, that doesn't even work out either.
No, but I'm just saying, like, at least you have like the effort you give and like the grades you get.
Yeah.
And also like other things, if you have money that could help you, and connections. I guess it's the same for music, but
yeah, the one thing both of us have zero of: money or connections.
But if you're listening, you could help.
Yeah, exactly. Patreon.com/Behind the Barricade,
or BehindTheK.com/shirts or hats or women's apparel, whatever you want.
Hell yeah. Get some shirts, get a coffee mug. I don't care what you buy.
Exactly.
Just buy it.
We don't care. Just fucking give us money.
Come on, shirts are like 15 and $20. You
Just
can't beat
joking.
it.
But seriously,
Yeah, seriously, give us money. We should do a whole episode where the entire thing is just like one of those Jerry Lewis telethons.
I could call in and pledge like
Yeah, like a PBS thing.
what's that? I don't know if your high school did it, but for like project graduation where people call in, it's like being filmed.
Ew.
Like, oh, sir, and like Mr. So and so donated $200. Thank you. You didn't have that?
Ew.
You didn't have that? Dude, that's West
No.
Milford had that.
Well, good for
It
you.
was like for project
St.
graduation.
Mary's in Rutherford
Yeah,
did
I
it.
know.
Ew. Actually, I don't even think we did project graduation.
Really?
It was
sucked
it was
anyway.
basically okay. You graduated. Okay, bye.
It sucked
It's
anyway.
like go off to college. Bye.
Yeah, that's what I love. It's like it's something that's extremely stressed, but you have to know what you want to go for, which is going to shape the rest of your life in 4 years.
Yeah, and you can't fuck it up.
Yeah, and also you know how your parents are. They don't like my parents. Were basically, like you have to go to college, but you're on your own to fund it, think of what you want, decide. It's like
Yeah.
there's no point. I mean, I think it's better, and also from hearing that you're like your brain's not even fully developed when you're going to college, like you're still developing like the front area of your brain.
Yeah.
And that's probably why a lot of people our age are like, oh, if I went back to school, I'd kill it. I'm so much smarter. I'm so much more mature now. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe we should probably go to college like later, like in your later 20s. Then when you're 18, you don't know what the hell you want, don't know who you are. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know. It's weird, the whole education system.
Yep.
I mean, you turned out all right for not going to college.
Yeah, all right. Meaning like
Well, you're not a fucking millionaire yet,
not a millionaire yet, and I'm not making good money.
dude. You have more money than I'll ever have.
I don't know. I mean, I
How
guess
s-
you
how-
could.
how sick is
you
that?
could say in assets, yes.
Dude, in your paycheck, you'll have more money than I do. Yeah,
Yes.
think about it. Look at all of my student loan and like bills I have to pay. Dude, I pay like $1,500-$1,600 a month in student loans. Dude, that's a house. That's a house payment.
I'm pretty sure like everything I hear from on Joe Rogan's podcast is like a life lesson. Like it seems like he knows information about everything. But he was just saying like you could go out there. I don't know how true it is. Maybe you can attest to this, but you could just go out there and spend a shitload of money getting all this debt, go bankrupt and get your debt absolved. But you cannot absolve student loans.
That's correct.
What the fuck sense does that make?
They don't even absolve it when you die.
What does that make? What sense does that make?
Doesn't.
What's the reasoning?
They want their money.
Because you want to better your life.
Yep.
But someone that
basically.
could just get into a whole shitload of gambling debt, could just buy Ferraris, get in a whole this shitload of material debt, and get absolved of it.
Here's my question. Now, I ended up going to school in Connecticut, and I live in New Jersey and stuff like that. I work in New Jersey. Now, how many of these jobs that say they need like a bachelor's degree to do, take a regular, I don't know, take a regular like assistant job or something like that, where it says like bachelor degree required. What if you, the person that did not go to college, wants to take that job and puts down a random college name down, like University of New Haven? How many of these companies actually check that you went to that school?
Case in point, the CEO or someone very, very high up of Walmart had to resign because he lied about where he went to school.
Really?
Yes. Someone who was...
Why would that
And
matter?
I'm pretty sure it was the CEO. Like someone very, very, very high up in Walmart had to basically resign because he lied about where he went to college.
All right.
And I don't think he went to college though. I think he did what you were talking about.
Yeah. How long until they figured it out?
But now, like, can you be like, oh, you lied in your application, so you have to give us all the money you've ever made back?
No, absolutely not.
Fuck, dude, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna lie on all my shit just so I can get a mad paying job, bank up money, and they find out, be like, sorry.
And you already have the experience.
Yeah, but I think they check now with like background checks and stuff. Like maybe it actually goes into detail with that. Like maybe when they check your credit, you know, for instance, like if you go for credit, maybe they'll know that like your school history will come up on it.
Why would that?
Because you have a shitload of student loan debt.
Yeah, but what if you just went and
well, again,
you know, you got stuff in your parents' account?
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I honestly think you could get away with that.
I don't know. I have a feeling with the computers and software that they probably find out where you went to school. Like maybe it's like public record or some shit.
I don't know.
Let's try it. Let's fill out a dummy application. Put our phone number down.
I mean, look. Just don't put down like Harvard or anything. But if you want to put like West Hartford University or some weird college that no one's really going to check.
Or just be like you went to Passaic County Community College and then Montclair.
or you know what? I just figured it out. You look for another Daniel Tao that went to a certain college, and you just put that down.
And there definitely is a Daniel Tao out there. I know that for sure.
That went to that college.
Exactly.
That's fucking brilliant.
Imagine all the Daniel Taos didn't go to college.
Yeah,
all right,
that'd be hysterical. You get fucked like that. Yeah, that'd be hysterical. It's like we Daniel Taos are a proud people who say fuck to college.
Yeah, I heard you say multiple times on the podcast you never went to college. Yeah, we listen to that shit.
It's like, wow, we do have listeners. Look at that.
But you want to know what's funny? Like, people are so stupid. Like, we were talking about people using Spark Notes and not like changing it up and proofreading and doing all that shit. You know how people would do that? Like, they put on their application that they went to college, but nowhere on their LinkedIn profile, nowhere on their Facebook profile, Twitter, nowhere, no pictures, no nothing says where they went to college, but their application.
You gotta go full Suits. You ever see that show on USA?
No.
Where the premise was the young hotshot lawyer faked going into Harvard University and basically joined a law firm.
I wish that was my life.
Yeah, it's on USA. It's actually still on. It's a great show. You should definitely watch it. It's not truthful at all. Working at a law school, there's so many discrepancies about everything on that show.
John can attest to that.
It's still a fun show. But yeah, anyways, like, you know, obviously that's TV, and obviously you would never put down like Harvard Law School or something like that. But dude, I honestly think it could work.
Oh God, I can so totally see people like adjusting all their profiles and matching some fake college.
Exactly. All you need is one of your namesakes to go to a college. That's it.
Or like my brother, he went to Ramapo,
Uh-huh.
so maybe that would like help. Like a Tao, they could find out a Tao went to Ramapo.
I don't know.
Like just say,
I think it'd have to be a perfect match.
Yeah, probably. And that they'd be like, all right, this person graduated in 2008 when he was in high school. Yeah, that that doesn't jive.
Well, dude, you have to, like everything in life, you have to adjust for inflation. Same thing with faking college degrees. So if you graduated high school, when did you graduate high school? 07 or 08?
08.
08? Okay, so you graduated fake college in 2012.
All right, everyone listening, this episode is now the how to get a better job by faking your college experience.
I'm trying to think of the title for this episode, and I think I got the name down.
Shit show.
Well, that really should be a title of one of ours. Yeah, I got it. The People versus BTB and OJ Simpson.
That would be perfect. Hey, that might be a headline that grabs the people.
Yeah. It's like, this is a music podcast, but they keep talking about OJ Simpson.
Talked a little bit about music for here and there.
Yeah. I think the subject that we talked longest about was OJ Simpson.
Definitely.
Fucking hysterical.
Hey, well,
holy fuck, we've been going at this for 2 hours already?
Yeah, I think it's time to call this quit. Call it
guess
quits.
So. All right, Dan, any plugs on anything?
Dead Tide has a new single coming out that you've heard before.
No, it doesn't.
Begin the Dream, just a remix.
It's not new.
Ricka remix. We have a
so
show
if-
at the
and-
good old Dingbats on June 24th.
Yeah, and if you want me to go another 2 hours into the podcast, I will definitely tell you my feelings about this, about Dead Tide and all of
No,
this.
it's all right. We don't need that.
No, we do not. No. I mean, great group of guys, just the direct. I'm not liking the direction. And not the music either, just other things.
Hey, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so what'd you say, June 24th?
June 24th, Dingbats.
All right. You're playing with a shit ton of local bands, right?
Yeah, it's a huge metal fest thing.
Yeah, Middle Fast. Ooh,
Rock
that's
out.
a week. That's a week from Saturday. Shit, you better be going on late because isn't that the Derby?
Yeah, I can't go.
What do you mean you can't go?
I can't. Man, I know.
What do you mean no?
I got stuff going on. I can't go to the Derby.
No, you don't.
No, seriously.
Dude, it's at like 1:30 in the afternoon.
I know, and I got a birthday party that I can't get out of.
Ugh.
I know, it's terrible.
I mean, even though we're basically seeing the same matchup tomorrow, but
Yeah, but still, this game actually counts.
yeah, this game actually means something.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be packed tomorrow, too.
I think it's a good crowd. It's not sold out yet, but it's could be a good crowd.
All right. Do you have any plugs?
Ugh, I don't know anymore. We have I think we have Tiffany on Thursday with Head Ned, the lead singer of the Ned Flanders tribute band or death metal band. And it's not really a tribute, but I don't get what the hell they are. Oakley Dokley.
That's a funny
Greatest fucking name ever.
name. Now that's a great band name.
Ugh, amazing. And all 5 members dress up like Ned Flanders, which is
It's
great.
perfect.
Ugh, I'd love to see them live. That'd be hysterical. But yeah, Tiffany talks with the lead singer, Mr. Head Ned. And yeah, I think you could hear that tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Other than that, please continue voting for the Battle at the Barricade. We're hold on. Let's see how it's going. How it's doing right now. Let's see how many total votes. We've had a good one this week so far. Local band showcase results. Okay, 102 votes in 2 days. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, we have Conman Economy still in the lead with 51 votes.
There's always that one band that just takes the lead.
Yep, and then the second place band goes and then like exceeds it in like the final minute.
I know, that's crazy.
I still don't get it. Well, second place is Goalkeeper, followed by Marked by Honor, then Deadbeat, and then Breaking Down Reality with 2 votes.
Oh, gotta get those votes. Breaking Down.
Yep, got to promote. But other than that, behindthecade.com for all of your needs, all of your BTB needs.
Yep, you want T-shirts,
And-
you want hats, you want women's apparel with our shit on it. Go buy it.
Exactly. If you want random podcast episodes, it's up there. Actually, this is going to be up there too, right?
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Hey, you better not fuck that up. All right, so as promised, here's Disturbed's cover of "I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For" by U2. Hopefully, it doesn't suck, but according to Dan, it sucks. All right, yeah, I think that's it. Daniel, I will see you tomorrow for the Red Bulls and NYC game.
Laters.
Yep. All right. Goodbye.